home charging, level 2 home charging, level 2, level 1. How do I do it? Chatamo, level 3 charging, level 2 charging. How is it done? Let's find out. Hey everyone, if you're new here, my name is Dave, and on this channel we talk about my experience with no home charging in a Tesla Model 3, as well as other EVs and just my experience in the whole EV. If you are interested in this content and past content, future content on my channel, please drop a subscribe below. It would be greatly appreciated. In this video, we are going to be ranking my charging setup and options, how I use them, where I find them. If you find this useful and interesting in your EV experience or shopping interests without home charging or with home charging, feel free to like the video. So just a quick recap on charging options. We have level 1, 2, and 3. They all balance convenience versus price and speed. Level 1 and level 2 are the primary charging options for people who have home charging. Over 90% of their charging should be done at home or work. Level 1 is the most convenient for people living at home because all it requires is a wall outlet and your connector that usually comes with your car, as well as perhaps a heavy-duty extension cord might be some extras to add on. It's the slowest, takes about 24 hours, 48 hours, depending on the state of charge of your car, but it's convenient and requires no extra work or cost to set up a dryer plug with an electrician or a charging station. So on the opposite end, we have the most convenient, and I put that with quotations, convenient, and the fastest, and that is level 3 rapid charging. Everyone knows that Tesla currently has the lead in supercharging network, location, speed, reliability, and other companies like Electrify America primarily are starting to catch up. They have faster chargers, just the reliability and sort of convenience factor when plugging in is not as refined as Tesla's, but they're getting there, and it gives options for non-Tesla buyers. It could be, level 3 is in theory the most convenient because it's the quickest, but the nature of the EV battery, as it fills up with energy, as it charges more, the system will slow down the charging as it gets to the top. Speeds can vary as you start to fill up. So it's really good for that middle range or on road trips. It's also the most expensive, and the free options like the Chatamo adapter, or for other non-Tesla EVs, the CCS chargers, they're generally slower. And with the Tesla, you have to buy the adapter. Level 2 kind of strikes a balance, and that's the 90% of charging at home or work is done here. And it can be free, but if it does cost something, it generally, as you've seen in some of my older videos, if you've been here for a while, my home charger that is not paid, or that is paid for, is still cheaper than buying gas in my old car, just in general. So we're gonna rank my options, and primarily I use the app PlugShare. This app right here. And that's how I found all the chargers nearby when I was searching, as you've seen in the previous video where I talked about buying an EV. It tells me all of the nearby chargers. You can see all these green dots. So it comes into focus, yeah. So those are all the chargers nearby. And it provides reviews, and they're usually accurate. Low ratings will be a reflection on how poor the charger is. People always communicating issues that they see, how to get to the charger, how many chargers there are, what their speeds are, and if there's any people that are being bad eggs and taking the charger, or in general. And what I found with this is, one, the app doesn't tell you the availability of chargers. Most people don't check in real time. They usually check in after, or not at all. My takeaways is that I've used ChargePoint, EVgo, Tesla destination chargers, which are great, but just not nearby me, and other random chargers. And ChargePoint's the most reliable, never have issues with the connectors, usually 2 per station, no issues setting up the charge, and they're just in good places in general. Let's check out the chargers. Interested in supporting the world's transition to sustainable energy, clean, energy efficient electric vehicles, and you also want to support this channel and maybe pick up a Tesla yourself, please use my referral link below and you'll receive 1,000 free supercharger miles, as well as I will. And I thank you for watching this video. Now let's get back to the content. Coming at you live from the back of my Tesla. If you look over there, you can see the little charge point pole. But yeah, let's talk about the pros. So there are a lot of pros about this charger. It's very close to my apartment. It's convenient. I can, walk home in 10-15 minutes. Nothing wrong with a little walk. Safe, because it's a private property. I can leave the car overnight as a result. And it is cheap. And it's level 2, so it's good for the car. And it's still cheaper than filling up with gas. On the contrary, I still have to pay for it. It's not a ton of money. It's not the fastest. It's pulling 6 kilowatts according to the screen behind you guys. I am tied to the job with this charger if I relocate or change jobs. But yeah, that's my work charger and it's working out great. So here we are at the EVgo station near my apartment. The only option I really use here is this level 2 charger that I'm currently plugged into now, and it is free of charge. So overall I would use this one probably as like a secondary option. It used to be my primary, but if you guys aren't familiar, in one of my earlier videos I pointed out that this older station, which they've now upgraded it, as you can see, it melted my adapter, and since then I've been afraid to use it for long times, but so far I've used it for about 2 hours and it's working out great. Pros to this charger: it's free, it's level 2, it's faster than my work charger, 6 kilowatts versus 8. That does make a difference. It's hours or a couple hours spent not charging. So what are the cons? Well, it's a public charger. It's not as safe as work. And as you saw with PlugShare, there's no way to check if it's available or not, so I can make, the half-mile drive or walk. It'd just be a drive to drop off my car, and it would be taken. Now, I might start using this more in the summer as the weather's nicer and I want to take advantage of it, and drop it off during beginning of the workday and grab it at the end or something like that. So the other charger on the tier 2 list is a free Chatamo at a Hannaford's about 10-15 minutes away from my house. I say tier 2 because I've used this more than the other tiers, and it is a freebie. But yeah, that's the biggest pro of it, is it's a free Chatamo charger and there are things to do around it, mainly go food shopping. The cons are, it's not close enough to be a consistent thing to do. It is still a fast charger, but this is like a half con because I wouldn't go weekly. Once a week fast charging is fine. And another pro to this is, I don't know if you could see it, but there is a Chatamo and a CCS connector. So it does accompany every CCS car, like a Bolt, as we're seeing, as well as a Nissan Leaf with a Chatamo, and obviously Tesla with its Chatamo charger adapter. And because of that, even though there are 2 ports, you can only plug in one car. Obviously, there's a con to that in that only one person can charge at a time, even if it is a Chatamo in a CCS car. So I didn't get any footage of the tier 2.5 charger, but essentially it's like the weekend date night charger. I live in South Nashua and it's in Main Street, Middle Nashua. So that being said, I'm only there when I'm on Main Street hanging out on the weekends with Grace and our friends. So it's usually good for a couple percent, or 10-20%, which is helpful. It's in a garage that the charging is free and the garage parking is free on the weekends, like Saturday, Sunday, and then after certain hours during the week. So it's only $1 or $2 to park there. Grace and I can, go have a good time and come back to a charged and warm car, decently charged car. There are many connectors, there's at least 3 or 4, and I've never had an issue with being able to access one. And the cons are, it's only for a specific one-time use, and it shuts off usually after 7 p.m, so if we're out later than 7, which we are. And then finally there's, I would call tier 3, and these are the rando chargers. No specific reason that I would go to this other than just random occurrence, like when Grace and I go to the Groton Inn, like we went for a Valentine's Day, they have a Tesla destination charger that I was able to take advantage of. And these are like kind of like the little golden nugget chargers. I'm not really do pros and cons other than that. Pros, it's a nice little treat. They're usually free or very low cost. And then cons, you know, I really can't use them consistently because they're just not in my locale. One note on superchargers is there are no superchargers in my area, so I wouldn't use that as like a, you know, tier 2 charger in addition to like the slow level 2 cheapest charging. They're not worth the trip to go to the one in like a northern New Hampshire or southern Mass below me. Hopefully we get one close to us soon, because that would be nice. There's a ranking of my chargers on screen. Question for the audience who own electric cars or are interested. How would you charge? Would you charge at home? Would you charge at work? Would you do what I do and find public infrastructure and take advantage of it? And is it a level 2? Is it level 1? Is it purely supercharging with the occasional level 2 if you're lucky with those golden nugget chargers? Let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching.